11 kills. And find out what we're gonna have for dinner because we haven't eaten yet, and I'm starving.
Incoming
I'll be right
hostiles
back.
at the canal.
Eat.
You'll be having pizza.
Oh, pizzas. I was only.
Hostiles incoming at the slums. You just dropped a taken on the other side. Hope you're proud. I am. Portal is prime. Lock and load. Embrace the darkness. Take out those guardians. Guardian down. Come back with a bigger gun. I'm recalling you. Hostiles at the pit. Find them before they find you. Your allies invading the other side. Enemy invader down. Hey, you can't blame them for trying. Your allies down, but they took out 2 opponents. Nice. Hostiles incoming at the slums. Small blocker outbound. Bank and you'll summon a primeval. You want to win? That's how. Almost. Bank and get that primeval out there. Incoming hostiles at the canal. Bank and you'll summon a primeval. You want to win? That's how. Primeval's up. Target the envoys first. Envoy's taking a dirt nap. Primeval time. Invader on the field. Careful. Invaders off the field. Make every shot count. Portal's ready. Still say hello. Primeval's dead. Nice. Your teams hit their stride. Opposing team could do better. Hold on to your ghosts. Back to action. Kill something big and bank those moats. Incoming hostiles at the canal. Hostiles incoming at the slums. Small blocker outbound. High-value target is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some rounds.
Alright, ain't that some BS? She already ate.
What? She left you hanging like that, bro?
Nah, she made some ham and bean soup for her and her mom yesterday.
Ham and bean soup.
Mm-hmm. So they didn't eat it yesterday, they ate it today. So I just fucking heated up some frozen burritos. Should be lovely. Yeah. Well, I'm allergic to pork, so I can't have the ham, you know?
You're allergic
Otherwise,
to
I would
pork?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You poor fuck. You can't even have bacon?
I don't even miss bacon, dude. I just became allergic to it 2.5 years ago. I don't even miss bacon. I miss pork chops and pulled pork and sausage, like bratwurst and all that kind of shit. Because even you could find like chicken sausage or chicken brats, but they're still in a pork casing. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Poor bastard. That sucks.
Yep. That it does.
It must be
Ham,
hard, isn't it, you know?
God. Oh, absolutely.
Like all the things that you can't have.
Yep.
I'll be going mad, I would.
Target neutralized.
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, man, that's some bullshit. Y'all need to like fix this allergy, or I'll just give me some Benadryl, cause I ain't gonna stop eating bacon. I'm either not gonna stop eating bacon, or I'm gonna fucking die. I guess one or the other.
See, my mom's allergic to it too, and she just became allergic to it. My mom's 73. She just became allergic to it like 5 or 6 years ago, and me 2 years ago.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, you got the bad gene. That shit hit you early as fuck.
I said that to somebody one time, and they said, "Are you Muslim?" I said, "Do I fucking look Muslim? No, I'm not. Fuck." Or Jewish. Was it Muslims or Jews or both that don't eat pork? I don't know, but either way.
Both.
I'm like, no,
Both.
Catholic.
Do
I'm
you know
allergic
what?
to it.
Taskin's Muslim, like, but he's Turkish, but he don't go by his religion, and he eats everything.
Right. Yep.
I think there's a difference between the two. I think like Jews don't eat it because it's got cleft hooves, and they find that like unclean.
Right.
I think Muslims are just, it's like sacred or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know, his mum and dad won't touch it, like, his dad and that won't touch anything. But Taskin went, fuck this. I ain't stopped eating my favourite food.
Yep.
And then when his dad used to come round, it was so funny, because he used to buy bacon and put it in the fridge, but hide it.
Bro, you gotta hide fucking bacon in my family. Any kind of pork, you gotta hide that shit, because that shit's gonna be gone with a quickness.
But Taskin was like,
Incoming hostiles at the canal.
Taskin said, I'm not giving up my food for anyone.
Your ally neutralized the invader.
Even though he's Turkish and his parents go by the thing, but he goes, I'm not going by that. He loves his food too much.
We had a dude that was, I didn't know he was Muslim, but he was like, yeah, I don't eat fucking pork, and I just looked like joking, and I'm like, what are you, like a fucking Muslim or something? And he was like, actually I am, and I was just like,
oh wow.
It was one of those moments you're like, I don't really know what to say at this point, like, should I like interrogate you, or... Like he was in the Navy. I think they used to fuck with him hard, bro.
Your allies invading the other side.
Like, yo, I got this pork chop you won't have. Shut the fuck up. Alright.
Still no primeval on the field.
I'm degenerate.
I mean, like, I like bacon, but like literally I might eat it like once a year.
That's crazy. Bacon's usually like that one thing, like even when I'm trying to eat like super clean and healthy, like bacon's like my one vice.
Yeah.
Bacon's like the one thing I'm like, you know what? I can still fuck up to a couple pieces of bacon every couple days.
Right.
Hostiles incoming at the slums. Hey, your team
With
has
me, I don't know. I'm the opposite way. Taskin likes bacon, but I don't like it. So he's like the opposite way. He will eat it and I won't.
I mean, I feel on the pork chops and stuff too. I don't probably eat a lot of. I really don't eat a lot of pork chops. Like I can't have a grill where I live. So for me, it's kind of one of those things where like I usually eat it when I go home. So like I usually eat pork chops maybe a few times a year. Like I wish I could, because I'd probably be grilling up pork chops and have a smoker and fucking.
Oh, I can eat pork chops.
Some of that goodness, like some poke ribs. Boy.
You're behind.
They're very nice. Pork chops.
Alright, busy. I'll shut up. They can't even.
No, man, it doesn't even bother me at this point anymore. Honestly.
Yeah.
After a while, isn't it? It's just like you get used to it. I think.
So now, whenever I get pizza, cheese pizza.
Yeah,
That's
Adam
sausages, pork, Canadian bacon, pepperoni, all that shit's made out of pork.
Yeah.
Well, pepperoni sometimes beef and pork, but
Adam only eats cheese and tomato pizza. That's what he eats. And I will eat anything you give him.
Invader on the field. Careful.
But mind you, saying that his friend that stays with us, he eats more than what Uno does.
You're clean. Lost the lead. Burn that primeval down.
I'm doing dinner and then he goes, is there any more? And I'm like, can you just slow down?
yep. No more, kid.
You're in the lead.
It's like my dad though. My dad became a fucking. He became allergic to eggs. Like, it always bothers him because like I'll go home and I'll be home on leave or whatever. Like if I wake up in the morning, like everyone's already ate, or if I wake up like the same time and like usually my parents like usually have to work a couple of days. Like I'll wake up, make myself breakfast. So it's usually like, you know, I'll make some eggs or whatever. I didn't think about it, and he was like, "You just had to make eggs, huh?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's been like how many years?" Like, bruh, I'm not gonna stop eating eggs. Like eggs is a staple part of my diet. I like eggs.
I don't ever want to see you go to war.
Right. My mom's allergic to those too.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not yet.
He said yet. Give it a couple years.
Exactly.
Well, his is bad. Like I don't like. How do you like? Do you like break out in like hives and shit, or you just?
Yeah. With pork, I have hives.
I've had hives one time and was like, I don't know what this is, but that was the worst experience of my fucking life. Or one of the worst.
You get all the big red welty patches, and depending on where you get them at, it could be your eyes will swell, your hands.
Bro, it was... So it was like all over my chest and my stomach. So like my fucking upper torso was all covered.
Yep.
My thighs were covered, like part of my thighs, like my upper thighs were covered.
Yep.
Because I remember, and I don't even, like, I still to this day have no idea what did it. I stayed at a hotel with a buddy of mine, and they had there was a buddy of mine and his wife, and they're like, well, if you come with us, you can just, like, we'll make sure we get one with, like, a pull-out couch, that way you don't have to, like, get your own room, saves you some money. I was like, shit, fuck it, like, bet. Well, after a couple of days, I started noticing them, and I was like, man, it's like, I was in Florida, I was like, maybe it's just fucking like mosquitoes or something, like, whatever, like, didn't think nothing of it. I fucking got back, drove to fucking Houston, and like, halfway to Houston, like, I was just like, dude, something's not right. Fucking went to the ER in Houston, and they were like, the doctor at first was like, so where's it all at? And I'm like, it's pretty much like all over my upper body, my fucking thighs, yada yada yada. He's like, do you have it on the bottom of your feet? And I'm like, no, why? He's like, well, if there was something like that on the bottom of your feet, you might have syphilis. It's like, oh my god, like what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, no.
Fucking syphilis. Oh my.
I was like, Jesus, dude.
Wow.
So, like, I pulled my sock off and I showed him. He was just like, okay, it sounds like you got hives, yada yada yada. And I was just like, yeah, no shit. I was like, can you give me something? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you the steroid shot. That should help clear it up, and some antibiotics, whatever. And
Yep.
then I went to Navy Medical, and I was like, yeah, I got hives, yada yada yada. Like, I need to figure out what the fuck did it, and they just never put it in the order. Fucking asshole.
That's the whole thing. Like, there's so many different things, you know. For me, like, I honestly never even went and got tested, but I had pork 3 days in a row. So, like, the first day I had grilled some pork chops, and I worked like 3 nights in a row. So I took pork chops with me that night to work. I came home after working my shift, jumped in the shower, and I'm fucking doing my thing, and I'm like, I looked down at my chest and my stomach, and I had like a few little red bumps, but they weren't like, you know, when you get full-blown hives, they're like welts and patchy, you know?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
These were
that's
just
how my
like,
shit ended up.
These were like just tiny little red bumps. I woke up the next day, getting ready for work, and looked, and I'm like, oh, well, the bumps are pretty much gone, whatever. So there's a Hardee's about 10 minutes from where I work. On my way to work, I stopped there and got a big hot ham and cheese. Thought this is going to be my dinner tonight. So, fucking go to work, eat that, come home. Go to take my shower. There again, there's the bumps are back. I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know, am I getting bit by something? You know, I'm like, I didn't know. Anyway, I get up again. Get ready for work. Bumps are pretty much gone. That night I get to work. I'd taken something to work, but I don't remember. But 2 other nurses that I was working with that night, like, we want pizza. Order pizza with us. I'm like, I'm fucking Italian, you know what I mean? I'm not passing up pizza. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we get pizza. It's got sausage, bacon, fucking pepperoni on it, you know. I go home. I go to bed. Sure enough, the bumps are back. But by the time I went to bed and woke up, oh my God, I was covered.
All right.
And
What we've got.
so I ate pork 3 days in a row, you know, and I went over and showed my mom. I was like, Mom, look at my chest and my stomach, my arms.
Let's be bad guys.
Yeah, it's just
I've seen
fucking
ugly,
terrible.
but damn.
And she's like, what happened? Are you using different detergent or anything? No. She's like, what have you been eating? And I told her, and she was, well, you know I'm allergic to pork. And at that time, I totally forgot that she was even allergic to it. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, it's been over two and a half years. I haven't eaten pork, and I haven't had hives again from eating anything, so. But you can kind of tell if it's something like that you ingest, or if it's maybe something that you came in contact with. Like, if they're just like splotches and random spots all over your body, it can be from something that you ingested, you know what I mean? Because that travels throughout your whole system, you know?
Right.
And then the hives will just pop up wherever they want to pop up, essentially, but, yep.
Yeah, I think mine was definitely from, like, laundry detergent, like, whatever they were fucking using, because it happened again, and it happened, like, when I was at the gym. I used one of their fucking towels, and I was like, yo, it's gotta be, like, some sort of detergent, like, whatever the fuck they're using. It's which I thought was weird, because I've never had it before, and I'm like, I don't fucking understand it. Like, I use Tide or whatever. I'm sure that you probably use shit with, like, bleach in it, and all sorts of fucking crazy chemicals. So I was like, didn't think anything of it, and same thing fucking happened again. Except this time it was worse. It was like the first time I got covered in welts, and it was, like, I got it fixed. I'm like, alright, dope, cool beans. Woo, that second time, boy, like, it, like, not only did it travel, but then, like, half of my face swelled up.
Yeah.
Like, I could barely breathe. I was kind of freaking out, and I was like, at that point, like, I was like, I'm not going to the fucking ER. I'm not going to sit there for countless hours for them to be like, well, we're just going to give you the steroid shot and that's it. I'm like, at that point, I was like, fuck, if I die from this shit, I die. Fuck it. Like, I'm done. I give up. Like, this is really pissing me off. Like, I give up, you win. And I fucking went to medical, and they're like, oh, we're going to prescribe you, like, some Benadryl. And I'm like, so can I get, like, a fucking test? Like, you know, like, yeah, we'll order you one. They, like, never ordered me one. And then come to find out they did order me one. They just actually never told me that they ordered one, and I was supposed to go see a specialist. I was like, oh, well, you guys are fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that. Yeah, that shit sucked, dude. Like, my dad's the opposite, though. Like, he doesn't break out in hives. Like, he just pretty much, from both ends, it's just continuously coming out. Like,
right.
He's projectile shitting. He's fucking vomiting. My mom said it was terrible.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
And then we went on a hunting trip, like a one day hunting